Hi! Today I'm going to be doing another video on zero waste and some products that I'd like to recommend. I do occasionally make videos about organizing, cleaning, decluttering, and I've made videos about different zero waste swaps that you can make in your bathroom and in your kitchen. And today I'm going to kind of combine those ideas and talk about the items that I use to clean my home and certain things that I've purchased that are more environmentally friendly, so I can share those with you today. Just to start off, there are a fair amount of household cleaning products that I think you should try and buy for life. Like, for instance, a vacuum. That's the kind of thing that hopefully you're only going to buy maybe once or twice and have for lots of years, hopefully. So it's not like disposable products that you're running through, like cleaning spray or any sort of solution like that. But for a vacuum, I actually would recommend. I had one vacuum that used to be my parents, and they gave it to me and they had it for years, and it started to not work anymore. So when it was finally time for me to buy a vacuum myself, I did do one change, and that was the one I had previously had vacuum bags, and you would unzip the section and remove the bag when it was like full and dirty, and you'd have to replace those bags. And I switched to a different vacuum that does not use bags. It just has that component that is built in as part of the vacuum, and you unclip it from the vacuum itself and dump it in the trash. So there's no throwing away of a vacuum bag. It's just directly the dirt that the vacuum picks up. I know that's a pretty small thing to save on waste, but why not? You know, every little bit can't hurt if you're in the market for a new vacuum. There are many, many vacuums out there that are set up that way rather than using bags. Other things that I bought and plan to have for an extremely long time include a duster. Like, now that I have this, I don't know when I would ever buy a new one. Like, I plan to have this for an extremely long time. It is wooden rather than plastic, I guess. Although I think there might be some plastic. Oh, there is a little plastic part up here. But this is the kind of thing that I don't think you're going to be going through, obviously. And then in a similar vein, for like toilet brushes, I have seen on some websites like toilet brushes that are made kind of like how compostable toothbrushes are made, like out of bamboo, and then the bristles are different. But honestly, that's the kind of thing that I think you probably already own it, and you may as well just use the one you own till the absolute end of its life. If you have not bought a toilet bowl brush cleaner before, then it may be worth it to get the kind that is made out of bamboo, since that's a more sustainable material. But if you already have one, then just keep the one you have, and I think I'll probably have mine for an extremely long time. When it comes to laundry cleaning, I'm not sure if I've mentioned these in a video before, but I did used to buy the plastic jugs of liquid detergent, and I have since switched to drops laundry detergent. They come in these little packets, which is not plastic. It like dissolves in the wash. And I bought, I think, I don't know how many I bought. I have only bought this once, and I think it was at least a year ago. And obviously I've washed my clothes pretty frequently in that time, and I still have plenty of these left over. You just use one per wash. I don't know why I thought I was going to go through them so quickly, because initially the price for a box of these looks more expensive than a typical plastic jug of laundry detergent, but I think it's turned out to be pretty similar in the end of how long that box has lasted me. Also, Drops ships in a recyclable cardboard material. There isn't any plastic packaging used, which is nice. I know Drops isn't the only company that makes a similar product like this. It's just the one that I use, and it's worked well for me so far. I did not notice a difference at all in the cleanliness of my clothes. I think they were washed equally before and with using these more sustainable laundry packets. Something that I've had a really hard time giving up when it comes to cleaning is paper towels. I know that there are reusable paper towels that I think you can like wash and reuse. I haven't tried them, so I don't know how they perform, but I just find it hard to believe that they would be that different than a towel basically, or like a microfiber cloth. And there are just certain things like an oily cast iron skillet that I feel like I have to wipe down with paper towel. I try and use it sparingly compared to in years past how much paper towel I used. But if you're interested in trying out reusable paper towel, I say go for it. I may try it someday. But when it comes to cleaning other surfaces, I do have this brush, which is a compostable vegetable brush. The bristles and the backing of the brush can be composted, although I've used this a fair amount and it seems like I'm going to have it for a pretty long time. This is good for like scrubbing countertops. I guess it's a little aggressive for countertops, but like showers, and it has this side of bristles that is more rough than the other side. So if there's anything that's like really hard to clean, you can use this tougher side. And I think this was like less than $10. I got it off probably Zero Waste Store or Package Free Shop. I've gotten a lot of home goods type items from those places when I've been wanting to make a swap. Previously I was using disposable sponges. I hate those. Those are so disgusting to me. I never liked them, so I was pretty happy to make the switch to this just because it's longer lasting and it doesn't get gross like sponges do. Same for washing dishes. I actually already had a plastic scrubber that's kind of like this but with a handle for cleaning my dishes. I think that if it gets to the point where I feel like I need to throw it away, I will replace it with a bamboo compostable dish brush, because I know those websites I just mentioned have products like that instead of using disposable sponges that really should be thrown away more frequently than they probably are in most households, which just makes them even grosser to me. If you have a dishwasher, I don't know if Drops makes dishwashing tablets. Another company that I know does for sure make dishwashing tablets, and I believe dishwashing powder, is Blue Land, which is what I use to make my hand soap. Blue Land has a variety of cleaning solutions and glass bottles. So you buy a bottle one time and then these little tablets come in paper and you rip it open and drop the tablet in with water and it creates the cleaning solution. I don't have it for like an all-purpose cleaner, but I do have it for my hand soap that I have in the bathroom, and it comes out in like a nice foamy hand soap. Very nice, would recommend that. When I was initially starting my whole like I want to be more sustainable and zero waste and eco-friendly, I wanted to swap out my cleaning products like my sprays and solutions for glass bottles and then fill them with reusable product like soap and water or vinegar and water, which is what I use now. And I bought a glass bottle like this. This I didn't get from Blue Land. I can't remember where I've got this now, but you can find these at a lot of different places. And it's nice and it definitely does what I needed to do, but I didn't really realize at the time, if you're thinking about switching, that means you probably already have some cleaning solution sprays like under your sink that you're using. Rather than throwing those away, since I'm sure those are usually made out of plastic, you could just fill that empty bottle with your water and vinegar and soap solution and just use that forever rather than throwing away the plastic and buying something new. I didn't realize that at the time. I was just so excited to get through my old cleaning and switch to a glass bottle because glass is better than plastic, but plastic is better than throwing away plastic and buying new glass. It's just keeping one bottle. You can buy the glass if you want for whatever reason, but I think that you can just reuse your old cleaning supply bottles and pour in the solution yourself, and that should definitely work. As far as making the solution goes, I know I just mentioned I usually use a combination of water, vinegar, and a little bit of soap. I do have some liquid soap that I buy in very, very large plastic bottles, but they last me forever, and I just use them like sparingly in a variety of places to clean around the house. But if you'd like to have an option that is totally plastic free, you can just use a bar, like a pure Castile soap bar. Dr. Bronner's makes these, but there are also plenty of other smaller brands that make these, and it just comes in a paper packaging, so there's absolutely no plastic involved at all, and you could just use your scrubbing brush with a little bit of water and use that to clean most surfaces in your house. Castile soap is very all-purpose. It works pretty much anywhere. So I hope these tips for some zero waste cleaning around your house were helpful. I'll link some of the products that I mentioned down below of where I got them and the brands that I mentioned. And thanks for watching.